All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol LI, Li Auto Inc. LI stock, right? So that's what we're looking at here in this chart. And I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. And I do want to announce to everybody to be aware, there's going to be a trivia question at the end of this video. And in that trivia question, I usually point out information or cues that are important for the next coming day, or even for the next coming days or weeks. So stay tuned till the end so that you guys can answer it. So Li Auto started obviously IPO in August, and it dipped and it hit about $14.30. One of the most important numbers, which is the lowest point that we've seen here, even after IPO. This is one of the lows here, and it ran up to $24 and some change. Then it dipped again and hit about $15.05. And from that point forward, it has turned around. And some of the important numbers here is 2184, because it was one of the highest points reached. And if it broke through that in the recent days or weeks to come, or even months, it was going to hit new highs. And we clearly see that here in this run. And it's been hitting newer highs all this time. Now, something that's important here is we're seeing Li Auto bounce away from the 50-day moving average every time it's getting closer to it, right? And they're trying to maintain this momentum. This momentum is healthy, but in turn is a volatility of an upward trend. This volatility can change. So that's why you need to pay very close attention. And I want to advise every single investor to pay close attention to this, because this is having an upward trend that I'm seeing in different other ticker symbols as well. And I'm going to point one of them out right now. It's the number one traded stock in the last couple of days and weeks. And we're going to look at it right now. You're going to see. If we zoom in, you can see that it's in an upward trend. Now, there are different price ranges. I need you guys to bear in mind. Don't use all this as confusion. I want you guys to pay close attention to from October 29th forward. Now, the dates might be different, but the charts are looking the same. So October 29th forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. I caught on to something here. October 29th forward. Very interesting. Here's October 29th forward. We zoom out. You can see that it's in an upward trend. Now we're going to go back, and we're going to go back to Li Auto. October 29th forward. Now this is a lot steeper. I can imagine it's because there's a lot of volume coming in, and it's much easier to buy because it's cheaper, and the steepness is on its way up fairly fast. So I want to advise every single investor, because this video was actually requested by one of my viewers and investors, and I want to go ahead and say thank you to them, to go ahead and point out different ticker symbols they would like to be seen. And I can't do all of them every time I get asked, because it's so many different ticker symbols, and I'm just one guy versus almost 7,284 different ticker symbols. And there's probably even more in the market. And I try to do as much as the ones that I know that most people are involved in or would like to see, obviously, this information to be aware. And I want to try to always help as many individuals as I can. So I try to go to where the hype stocks are, or the stocks that most people are trading, and the stocks that most people are probably holding and they're waiting for a turnaround. And I'm just here to follow up through all these steps so that you guys can have good entry points or good exit points to watch. But I really wanted to point that out. I want to see what your guys' thoughts are on that. So comment down below if you guys noticed that or were not aware of it and now saw it, or what you guys think. And I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below on that and what you guys think about it. So let's look at Li Auto. Let's look at their support, and let's look at their resistance. There's some important numbers here to keep in mind. So resistance is super important right now. It's the highest point reached for this stock. And if it doesn't break through it, this might hang out sideways or slightly dip. And that is bad for the bulls, because this will catch up to the price. And if it just hangs out sideways and slightly dips, now we're in bearish territory. So keep that in mind. The bulls need to break through this number that we're about to talk about. It's our resistance level, and you want to pay close attention to it. So Our resistance level is 30.10. The bulls need to break through this number to pull further away from the 50-day moving average, continue the momentum, and reach new highs, new resistance levels, and turn it into a support, and then start to pull away. So 30.10 is a very important number for the bulls in this stock. Livestock needs to be paid close attention to on that trajectory in the upward trend, or is it hanging out sideways? So LI stock needs to go ahead and break through this resistance. All right, so I want to emphasize that, and I want every investor to be aware of that, because this 50-day moving average does not stop for anybody, and it will catch up to the price, giving an opportunity for the bears to gain leverage. So keep that in mind. Now, also, this is the highest valuation that LI Auto has reached. This is the highest valuation that LI Auto Inc. has reached. So these numbers are significant. And this volatility is great, but we need to watch it closely, because there's no true consolidation like we saw here. Well, this is a lot of volatility too, but if you kind of break it down from this point to this point, there was some sideways movement that you can kind of see it was going sideways, and there's kind of like a break even, but most of the time it was below it, and then it finally went above it. This has been a pretty volatile stock, so there's no real strong consolidation. Maybe this one right here, right before it jumped up, this one was kind of on a dip downwards, but it worked this way, slow, a little bit of consolidation. But I mean, we need to pay close attention to this, because this could be on its way up to newer highs, or when is a consolidation going to happen, so that we can see some type of normal movement rather than this up peak that we just saw, not in just this chart, but in another chart. And I'm really strong on how healthy the other chart has been, but after seeing this, they're resembling something, and there could be a turnaround, or could the run continue? So you need to pay close attention to these things. So again, emphasis, 30.10 needs to be broken through. Now, support, very important, because support is below the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 26.45. As long as we're above it, the bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are gaining control. So it's very important for every single investor to keep in mind that if the 50-day moving average is broken through, this will end up in bearish territory. And their next step is to break through support. This is the lowest point before the run continued, and that's 26.16. If the bears accomplish that, this will start to pull further away from the 50-day moving average in a downward direction. So I want every single investor to bear in mind that, no pun intended, that if it breaks through this support level, it could be on its way down to new support levels and newer lows, or the bulls can reappear and decide to break this back up. So you will see some type of tug of war here, or one or the other dominating. The bears tearing this one down fairly quickly to new lows, or the bulls reappearing and trying to fight back and bring this back up to bullish territory. And you'll see that volatility of the spike down and the spike back up, and it'll kind of level off. So pay close attention to how the stock is reacting if it breaks through support, and how quickly is it hitting newer lows. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. What is the most important point right now for the bulls in this chart, and why is it important? What is the most important point for the bulls, and why is it important? I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below, and I look forward to also seeing your guys' answers, whether somebody already answered it and you think that they got it right or they got it wrong and you don't want to answer. I encourage you guys to all answer, even if the right answer is already out there, because I want you guys to participate. And not only that, I want you guys to give confirmation to the viewers to know what point that is. What is the most important point for the bulls, and why is it important in this chart and where we're at right now? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.